Let's talk about our Candida Cleanse Tonic, our third best-selling product and one that has an incredibly loyal repeat customer base. So let's start with the basics. Candida is a naturally occurring yeast that lives in your gut. In a healthy microbiome, it's kept in check by beneficial bacteria. But when the balance tips from antibiotic use, a high sugar diet, chronic stress, or other factors, Candida can proliferate and overgrow. And when it does, the symptoms are wide-ranging and often dismissed. Bloating, brain fog, fatigue, sugar cravings, skin issues, recurring yeast infections, digestive discomfort. People spend years cycling through solutions without ever addressing the root cause. This is the conversation your customers are having, and this is the product that addresses it. When a customer comes in complaining about bloating, fatigue, brain fog, or sugar cravings that won't stop, your opening question is simple. Ask them about their gut health. Ask them if they've had any GI map testing done. Most of the time they'll say, it's not feeling great. That's your door into this product. Our Candida Cleanse Tonic is a concentrated, dual-extracted herbal tincture built around some of the most well-researched antifungal herbs in traditional and modern herbalism. I want to walk you through each ingredient because understanding this formula is what makes you a confident seller. Let's start with Oregon Grape Root. This herb is rich in berberine, one of the most researched natural compounds for gut microbial balance. Berberine has been studied specifically for its activity against Candida biofilms, the protective layer Candida builds around itself to resist. Breaking that biofilm is a critical part of an effective cleanse. Goldenseal is another berberine-rich herb that works synergistically alongside Oregon Grape Root. Together, they deliver a concentrated dose of this key compound from 2 whole food sources, which ties back to everything we discussed in our whole food philosophy module. 2 sources, full spectrum, more cofactors. Next up is Grape Seed Extract, which brings a powerful antioxidant profile to this formula. The next herb that we formulate into this formula is Echinacea, which is well known as immune support and is also very intentionally included in this formula. When you're addressing Candida overgrowth, your immune system plays a critical role in keeping it in check. Supporting a healthy immune system alongside the antifungal herbs is why our herbalists selected these particular ingredients. Another herb that we include in this formula is Cloves, which contains a compound called eugenol, a compound with well-documented antimicrobial properties that has been used across traditional medicine systems for centuries. It's one of the reasons cloves have always been a staple in gut health protocols. We also include ginger. Ginger brings gingerol compounds to the formula, supporting overall gut health, reducing digestive discomfort, and contributing to a balanced microbial environment. It also makes the formula gentler on the stomach, which is important during a cleanse. And finally, the last herb in this formula is ginseng. Valued for its saponins and its adaptogenic properties, it may support the body's overall resilience during the cleansing process. Candida cleanses can be taxing on the system, and ginseng supports the body through it. Now I want to take a moment to talk about how this formula is actually made, because it's one of the things that sets it completely apart. Every herb in this formula is extracted in-house by our herbalist team in Idaho. This isn't a contract manufactured product where we source pre-made extracts from a bulk supplier and blend them together. This is what most supplement companies are doing. Our team is doing the actual extraction of each individual herb using our advanced dual extraction tincture system. The herbs are fresh or sustainably wild harvested and are extracted at peak potency. And then we concentrate down to this therapeutic liquid. All of this is delivered through our advanced dual extraction process, both water-soluble and alcohol-soluble compounds pulled from each herb for full spectrum potency. Sublingual absorption means it gets to work quickly and efficiently. What makes this formula exceptional is not any single ingredient, it's the synergy. These herbs were selected by Richard and Sharon, who have decades of clinical experience and herbal formulation experience. This is a clinically informed formula that has been used on real patients with real results. For your customers, the ideal candidate is anyone experiencing bloating, persistent sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, recurring yeast issues, or general digestive discomfort that hasn't responded to other approaches. This is also a natural pairing with our fulvic acid and trace social minerals and our probiotic. I'll get into that in a little bit later of a module about our full Candida protocol.